过去的夏天，今天我们请到我们采访室的嘉宾是中国男篮的主教练亚历山大·乔尔杰维奇。和我们一起聊一聊，在过去的夏天，他作为一位新任主教练和中国男篮在世界杯、亚运会经历的一切。Welcome, Coach.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
我们今天的第一个问题非常的笼统，那是希望主教练能在最开始的时候来评价一下他经历过的这个夏天。这两场赛事似乎表现都不太尽如人意。
Yes, for sure. Not good results, of course, and we are very well aware of it. And when we started to receive the information about the draw and who we are going to play, in that moment for us was very tough. And what I felt coming into Manila, that not the mental approach was not the best, in sense of showing your best game face and your body language and mindset to front this kind of competition. World Cup is such a tough competition, but I have to talk about a lot of things that has been done before, prior to going to the cup and starting from there, because players were practicing really hard. They were so professional, receptive, and we tried our best in those games, but until certain level we could respond it. Everybody brings responsibility with it, especially head coach, and I'm not running away from it, of course. I'm very unhappy, but we just have to see what's the next step, next practice, next opponent, next step, fight for next competition to get better.
OK， 主教练用自己经历过的例子能告诉我们，就是现在我们可能差距会比较大。那么在世界杯之前，我们去欧洲打了一些热身赛，那个时候觉得这支球队的问题都在哪里？在热身赛的时候。
Yeah, first of all, we all agreed, and we have to understand that iron sharpens iron.
Okay.
So as many times you play better opponents, you have to get to his level. And in order to be great for the World Cup and level, you have to play those teams and move through those steps and slowly get to their level. The only way is go and play against them as much as you can, as many times as you can. If you never front those teams, or you just front those teams once in every 4 years or 6 years, it's not enough, because you have to adapt your game and understand the level that is needed to play those teams. That's why we went to Europe. In Europe, our peak was after 7 weeks of preparation, which is ideal number of days to prepare the team for FIBA competition, because after that your shape peak comes into a competition wise. I know here you're used to long competitions. Back in the days it was also, I'm coming from the school when you're just practicing for a long time, but it's completely changed. Basketball changed. The rules and limitations of NBA, EuroLeague, they limit the days of the practices for their players. So this European tour, we had some great games against Cape Verde, Egypt, against Slovenia. We lost in last second playing over there. Our second game against Croatia was much better than the first one. Players would respond greatly on video sessions of analysis, and we knew what we wanted to achieve.
您是否对球员的状态感到满意？
Yes, I understood the lack of experience of one part of the team on the big competition stage. Also, even our veterans and leaders like Captain Zhou Peng, Jiwei Ray, and Zhao Qian Wang, who were the players who experienced Zhao Peng, not the previous World Cup because he was injured, but they know the experience, they know the impact, that there were some kind of leaders. You can never predict their mental approach and their readiness to fight, or if they're mentally ready to accept that challenge and transfer it to the others who may be waiting for the leaders to express their game. Sometimes these expectations play the biggest enemy role against player itself that you cannot predict. I was very happy with the level of practices that we had, with how they responded, with how they prepared ourselves, how we prepared ourselves. But obviously, we are the example that it is not enough. It doesn't assure you to have the great result on the competition itself. Me, personally, I don't know how much pressure they feel individually or as a team. I do not perceive that. Maybe I can get better and better in understanding how much pressure is from us, from the inside, from China fans, from the atmosphere all around. But that pressure is something that you must go with it. If you play without the pressure, it's just like I like to say, summertime basketball, so there's no pressure. So you need pressure, you need the goals, you need objective, you need it's different if you play to win or just play. And this is also a work that is due to your also CBA competition. So it's one of my proposals for the future is to organize China Cup in the middle of the competition. First 8 teams, they play final 8. If you lose, you're out. During your seasons, during your maybe careers, so Chinese basketball players, a lot of them, they don't play the games must win. If I lose, I go. So I don't create that urgency of and a need to play in a certain way, play against difficulty, take decisions in a certain way, and this is something that right now we don't have.
开场我们打得非常好，您觉得就是我们做对了什么事情？这些事情为什么后来就没有能够延续下去？
First of all, they're different level. Serbia is different level for us. But if I don't believe that we can win against everybody, I would not be here. This is what I want to transfer to you, this security, this confidence, this perception of really being good, which is a weapon for you. Because sometimes I don't feel, that I have a feeling that, that we know that they're better and we're not, we just stop competing. No, you just keep pounding the rock, keep playing. The hardest, every day is your opportunity. Every day someone is practice, so you have to practice and you have to do and you have to work and details and contact decision-making situations and being better and trying to bring them to the team.
塞尔维亚和我们的实力差距确实是比较大，当然教练员也提到了对着南苏丹的时候，最后我们也出现了这种情况，但是南苏丹的情况不太相同的是，南苏丹从一开始就下起了3分雨。我们可以看一看跟南苏丹对阵的时候，南苏丹的一些发挥。
Unbelievable shooting game by these guys. Like we can explain, these are our mistakes that we don't help from that side and we don't open that shot like that. But sometimes, like in this case, in the last seconds, they would putting the shots. Our rotations were not there. But again, we opened the game good. We were prepared for something.
南苏丹投的这么准，是出乎您和队员预料的呢，还是说，确实只是执行上我们没有做好
？It's a very, very high percentage of shooting night for South Sudan. It was not all our mistake. It was you have to give credit to the opponent sometimes and say, listen, you guys just played better, took advantage of this night, and you made it happen. It could have been more aggressive in the closeouts. Our hands and our bodies could have been more into their hips to force them more to take more difficult shots, because in the end of the offenses, a lot of times our hands were down, not on the on the block shots, and I don't believe we are so good in blocking the shooter. There are objective reasons, and they're also due to opponents, but this is one of the defensive aspect that we have to get better. This was the first competition after Jianlian.
Oh, okay.
Jianlian retired. Jianlian is the last Chinese superior player against everybody in the world. His size, he would close everything. And talking to the players, I know that they were missing a player like that and his impact on themselves, on the game itself, but also on them, and giving them this security, this confidence that we're good because we have our best guy. Okay, we're good. So one thing is if you have, boom, Yao Ming coming up. Unbelievable.
We couldn't imagine that.
Worldwide, yeah. But one thing is that we have to force ourselves to create more players who can play overseas, who can have the quality to go and play in NBA. Why? With all the respect, your guys over here in CBA, you would not need to practice more, to be better, to try to stay at the top level. It would be enough.
Obviously.
This little thing here.
Obviously.
That's why I say iron sharpens iron. Why we need better and better opponents to get better. Every time we need to play against better to get better.
我们把目光对准菲律宾那场比赛，在中场的休息室里，您知道周琦下半场肯定上不了了，之后我们有哪些策略来应对这种情况，来分担这些问题和压力？
Well, we couldn't lean on his presence in the paint anymore. We had to resolve the situations of them attacking us on the top with a better closing with the next guy to the ball handler. And we knew that Clarkson was going to take over. We knew that Clarkson was going to attack us one-on-one a lot.
Yeah.
But in the first 3 or 4 actions that Clarkson had were an easy one-on-one against Zhao Rui. He didn't pick up high. We didn't have players around. He was just one-on-one with empty space.
下半场的中国的先发中锋变成了胡金秋，而外线搭档注意是赵睿和崔永熙。克拉克森晃开了赵睿，这是他的能力。
For them, it's easy because that's his way of playing, like in NBA. First score, and he comes into a game.
赵睿和朱俊龙，那这就是中国队比较被动的地方。克拉克森3分命中，中国队赶紧叫停，11分分差了。
Then one mistake was on the left side. Instead of closing his right hand, which is his dominant hand, that was our biggest impact, and the players had to close his right hand. And Tsui opened his right hand, sending to the middle, which we don't. We close middle. We send opposite of the middle. We send with his left hand, which he is not that good, towards the player who was Edu, who was not a shooter, staying in that corner, and Kyle could have helped more, but mistake was opening the stance. He would just go between the 2 players. We could have made a bonus foul.
连续换防，对了，邱永熙。
These are the things that to the Serbian players you don't need to teach, because this is defensive weapon, and we worked a lot on that, how to make a smart foul, fouls before bonus. Okay, in 40-minute games you just have 4, not 5 like in CBA. So you have to know when to make the foul. And once he had just unbelievable third quarter. We had second timeouts in third quarter. It means that we tried to cut their
tempo,
but it was really once the players like that come into a zone, it is so hard to defend an NBA player that his best quality is scoring. He knows how to score in 100 different ways. That's why I'm saying whatever we prepare and you can prepare tactically, of course the players are the ones who find the solutions how to do it.
您对这些球员的使用上场，有些什么样的想法？ 能不能跟我们简单的来交流一下，分享一下？
And we have some youngs that we proposed, like for example, Tsu Yongshi that is really exceptional talent coming from like 19 years old. Last year I was just watching games. He was averaging just one thing, 3 points per game. But I said, well, this is it. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I have to propose. This is what I have to show selection-wise what is needed. And my input would be, if I can say just 2 things, in my opinion, that player Hu Jinchu should have been forced in his younger age to play more position 4 because he has unbelievable great hands. He could have worked more on his quickness and exactly in position 4. But the criticism and the evaluation of the people outside of our environment, they always see the final thing and the only thing which is a small part of our work, which is just the game. A lot of things happens prior to that game, before the game, during the preparation, during the whole period that brings someone to take decisions.
那么其实呢，把目光对准这之后的亚运会，在观看有关亚运会的视频之前，我有一个小的问题，就是教练员认为打菲律宾之前，队员们是不是做好了准备
I think that Philippines game, before the game, we prepared really well, we played really well. They had a great game before Iran, night before, but Bromley just exceeded all the expectations. Their American player, their passport player, and we had good traps against him. We played also great defense. We had some great runs, great fast break points in the first half, but we started third quarter in the wrong way.
Let's see that. Let's see the video.
Cool.
Yeah.
这边布朗利，这是一个打板3分啊！布朗利利用掩护，中国队要小心，这是对方第4个3分球。全场，王哲林及时的补防，对方又进一个3分。
But the problems in this game came in the third quarter. I think we came in our responsibility towards possessions of how we resolve transition. We just came in, one pass and a quick shot and miss. Doom, just a quick shot. And this is the way not to play the game. You have to play every possession counts, like it's 0-0. You have to respect the possession. You cannot just throw it right there and give them a boost that they believe with the 2 or 3 good things they can come back into the game. Exactly what we did. So this is the way of international basketball that is played on a winning level, how to run these moments. You don't just play without responsibility like a lot of games are played in CBA. You just go up and down, if it's quick, I take a shot. No, this is not how the game is played, because your players are going to get help. They're going to learn how to play this game, and coaches can get a better way to coach their teams in a right way towards the international basketball which we all aspire to play.
说到对菲律宾这场比赛，那我们没有办法去回避最后一次的战术安排，对吧？那么我们和教练一起看一下这最后一攻，请教练来给我们解释一下当时在暂停的时候的布置，以及到后续的发生的情况。
For sure. Our timeout was to put great ball handlers, verticality player there in bonus. Put a quick 4 like Kevin on the floor. We knew that they would switch with Hu Jinchu's player on our players. Then to take advantage to drive like Hu Jingshan did we worked with extra pass to find the open shot. If you ask me, I would opt for the same exact pass. Same players, same pass, same shot. Kevin Jung to shoot it. Next time he will make it and he will grow. After that, the only mistake Kevin did is that after the shot, he didn't go to make a foul when they get the rebound. And you can clearly see experienced players like Zhao Rui who would tell him go and make a shot, or Jiwei who goes to make a foul because they are experienced. And Kevin was not in this situation a lot more than them. Actually not. So he's suffering, Zhao Rui telling him go make a foul, and Jiwei trying to make a foul. So those were the inputs that were given to the players.
那么，如果我们问一个比较粗暴的问题，就是中国篮球现在和世界篮球的差距有多大？需要花多长时间，我们才能看到真正的质变的话，需要多长时间呢？
And there are some changes in basketball worldwide, some defensive things that we must start implementing into the game as soon as possible in order for Chinese players to get adapted to that. Not only national team Chinese players, but all the players to start playing by that rules. And through another one of my fights or inputs or advices to allow more imports to play in China basketball, which I believe there is space for more and good import players to play against Chinese all the time. We can raise the level of the CBA more, and our players can get better. The other thing is to unify the work and in a pyramidical way of what is played in the national team, to transfer that to the national teams under 19, under 18, under 7, with the rules, with the defensive rules, with the ball movement, with the offensive spacing, with the trying to develop the players that the national team needs in a certain way, position 4, playmakers that need to get developed in a certain way, shooters, position 2, ball handlers, PKL players, whatever is needed, we have to unify it and also work on that in that aspect. And there are a lot of things to be, for example, I see this year refereeing. Maybe some referees to bring over and do the games with the Chinese referees.
如果让您给过去的夏天拿出一个关键词来描述过去的夏天的话，你会用什么词来描述
Just one?
Just one.
Keep pounding the rock.
Keep pounding the rock.
Yeah. Keep pounding the rock.
那么
For the last summer. Yeah, it's for the future. For the last summer.
For last summer.
Angry.
OK. 对于过去的夏天，他的怒火能够让他和中国男篮在未来保持继续进步、重新奋起的势头。我们今天的采访告一段落，谢谢乔尔杰维奇教练。Thank you, coach.
Thank you for the opportunity.